For joining us for another episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today we shall be discussing The Boys and how they ran into The Last of Us, apparently, as we talk about season 5, episode 4. And I did appreciate the reference, actually. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. You can like on the video and comment on the video. You can share the video. Let's get to the intro and get Chris in here and see what's going on. Wait, I got to do it now. Wait, this is gonna be funny. Wait, you ready? I got to do it.
This is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
It was psychological. It was emotional.
Extremely entertaining.
But as always, as we try to say here, as we said, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And as we talk about this video, please like on the video and comment on the video, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Alrighty, so we got, what do we got? I really thought the V1 was going to make it into Homelander so we can get this thing going, and none of that happened. And
no,
they ran into a filler. I feel like the major thing. So are we to assume that Plant Man was in fact the brother? That was Soldier Boy's brother, because that's how I took it.
No, I don't know.
Do you know who that character is?
Quentin? I don't know. I mean, I know he's supposed to be in the spinoff, right? He's supposed to be in Vault Rising. You know, him in Bomb Site. I felt like a lot of this episode was more like, let's name a bunch of characters that you're going to see in the future. You know what I mean?
The future spinoff.
Yeah,
because the way the conversation went with Frenchie, like egging him on about how, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, he got all the glory, you didn't, and he just got angrier and angrier, and then he blasted him, and he almost seemed I think they might save the brother for Vault Rising.
Yeah.
All right. It just seemed there was something.
I thought so the brother apparently. I took it the brother didn't take V. V was just, I mean, the brother was just an actual hero. He was just like an American hero, and Soldier Boy couldn't amount to that. So he pretty much cheated.
No, I get. So when Homelander was talking to him, I was like, okay, but then they never said his name. Like, even when I watched it again, I was like, they never mentioned the brother's name. And then when he meets the plant person, again, it just seemed like there was history there. Like there was something there, and somehow Frenchie knew it. And I thought maybe the plant person was talking through Frenchie to like Soldier Boy, like, you ain't shit, and like your brother was better, like he got the goal. Anyway, it looks like Frenchie just hyped him up so he would blast the dude. And I thought there was some kind of history there that.
I mean, there's history, but I mean, like, they're on the same team. But I don't think it's because of the brother, you know. But
they want us to watch Bot for the answers. I don't.
Pretty much. I mean, I hope they deliver though, because you know, I mean, it's.
I'll read the wiki after. I'm
you
going forward.
You ain't gonna watch it? Okay.
It's just, I don't. You know how I feel about prequels, bro. And it just.
Oh yeah, you do have a thing about prequels.
I don't give a fuck. Like I'm like I know how this is gonna turn out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't. If you not now, clearly you die or you go somewhere. So I don't give a fuck. Like, why are we doing this? Just to see the same.
Say though, Ryan, I will say this though. You do watch little biopics and watch like war movies. So I mean, I'm just saying.
Dude, I didn't see Whitney Houston. Ain't gonna go see Michael Jackson.
No, I ain't saying nothing about no Whitney Houston, but I guarantee you probably saw something like a Bob Marley, or you saw like a Notorious or NWA or something.
I saw NWA because I was deployed, and I was like, I might as well watch something. I know, seriously. I was like, anyway, that's really another story.
I got you. No, I understand.
But this episode, I loved the Last of Us reference, because that's exactly what was running through my mind as they were going through the base, and you saw the vines and everything, and I was like, he's like, the spoil is just making us do this. I was like, are they really doing The Last of Us? And it's like, you mean like The Last of Us? It's like, that's just The Walking Dead with mushrooms. I was like,
pretty much, yeah. I thought it was kind of awesome that they kind of also kind of talked crap about Last of Us instead of Walking Dead, especially with the whole relationship that Eric Kirk has with Robert Kirkland. You know what I mean? You know, Robert Kirkland was the one who created Walking Dead. He created The Walking Dead, the comics.
Yes.
And he also did Invincible. So that's how they met, like on Amazon, like, you know, probably like Amazon or something like that, or whatever it was. And then so I thought that was like a shout out to his boy, but like all it is just Walking Dead.
That's true. Okay, I see your point. I
don't know. I was like,
that's right. The collaborators on Prime. That's true.
Pretty much.
So I figured like it was like they were like it's okay, I guess. Well, also, but I thought one of them created The Last of Us, but like that's a video game. That's a whole other.
Last of Us was a video game, and then I think that was made by Neil, a different
guy.
Yeah.
So let's look. I wanted to ask you about Butcher and Johnny. Johnny, thank you so much for comments and stuff. We appreciate you coming back every week. Why was Butcher so taken aback or amazed about how Soldier Boy killed the plant guy? Because he it's like he stopped and just like studied it, like this means something to him. And I was like, what are you getting out of this? That you were like, yes, this is an answer.
I took that as possibly, well, even though he tried it in the last season and it failed, I took it as him actually going to try again to possibly try to get rid of Homelander if they could not find the virus. That's how I took it, as well as possibly that maybe Soldier Boy isn't really that bad. You know what I mean? I saw it as like a twofold thing. Like, you know, like he's not a good guy by any means. I mean, hell, neither is Butcher. You know what I mean? But possibly he could probably get him worked up to possibly do that to Homelander. You know, even though I felt like they tried that though. So that's how I took it.
So I thought to this route, I was thinking it showed that Soldier Boy had the ability to kill someone with V1 in them. That it's possible. They're not immortal. Like they can die, and at least Soldier Boy is able to do it. And then
you know what? I didn't even think about. You know what? I guess if he was part of the original crew, he would have had a V1, right? Or at least I would think he did.
He would have.
Oh snap! You know what? And that would explain why him and Mother's Milk was studying Tate at the end,
because he was looking at the tape. Like, why are you studying the tape? Like, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible to kill someone with V1 in them.
Yeah, and they kept looking at the part where like the Russians were studying like the radiation that was inside of them.
Right.
But then again, they tried that last season, I thought.
I don't remember they did radiation, but that also irritates me about Homelander. That like. You mean to tell me highly enriched radiation can hurt Homelander at any level? Because his laser beam stopped working. Like he was really hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
that was straight up the new Superman movie. Being surrounded by kryptonite. That's what.
Right. They were doing a kryptonite reference, and I'm like, no one thought of this to be like, if he's weak enough to be hurt, then maybe you can get something in him. Like maybe you get to kill him on the inside. Because he said like it's just like a cold to you. Like eventually you'll get out, but that still shows he don't give a fuck about Homelander. Yeah. Like he is consistent on this. He's like, but then he felt guilt. It looked like he felt guilty for killing the plant dude. Like he sat there like shit. Like I had to do it, and then Homelander comes in. And he's mad, but he's like, you're my dad, right? Like, I ain't got much left. I ain't got nothing left. My son hates me, and at least you're here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he just walked away. He's like, I don't even. And then Soldier Boy looked like he wanted to die. He was like, go ahead. Let's see what you got. And he's like,
yeah.
They both just kind of gave up.
Right. Yeah. No, so to answer that first part of your question about why Soldier Boy looked like he felt guilty, because that was probably one of the, part of the old crew, you know.
They weren't homies, if you will.
Yeah, and it was just like he just felt like, at one point he was friends with them before whatever they had beef with that, they wound up like going two different directions, it's like, I don't know. It's like having like you ever had a friend who like you were probably a good friend with, and then you guys like probably like lost out of touch, and then but like I know for me, I had a friend who I was friends with when I was like a little kid, and then we lost touch, and then I just remember like hearing like online that he passed away.
Oh,
and then it just really messed me up in the sense of like, not that like we weren't close anymore or whatever, but then it was just more like, damn, like maybe I should, like, you know what I mean? It was like,
you start. It's mortality. If he can die, I can go, right? Like especially depending on how old you are. I mean,
I mean, obviously in the case of Soulja Boy, he was the one who did it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think really what it was, Soulja Boy probably felt sorry for him because look in the state that he is. Like, look at your background. His life was already over. His life was already over before he blasted him. You know what I mean?
So it'd be interesting if he was murdered by a friend, right? He's like, I'm tired of being like this, right? And that would have been a good way to kind of give us some kind of positive message in this. The real question: why is Butcher didn't try to kill Soulja Boy after he was weakened? And I hear you, but also if he would have found Homelander, but I think
that's too much of a risk,
huh?
So someone asked that. Okay, said the real question is why Butcher didn't try to kill Soulja Boy after he was Soulja Boy, when was Soulja Boy weakened?
I think he means after he shot his load, if you will, and he was kind of like, I mean, he's not. But to your point, I mean, he's still
immortal though. I mean, he's probably like out of breath. All it just meant was he just ran a marathon. And he's out of breath. That's all that was. That did not necessarily meant like he could just take his little octopus tentacles and just like choke the shit out
of him. Now with the virus was in him, I think he was probably killable at that point. I think they were studying tapes due to the enriched uranium. So I think where they're gonna try to make some kind of kryptonite, like you said, some kind of kryptonite option for Homelander at some point, I guess. Hello Candy, how are you? Thank you for being a part, hanging out with us. But her cannot kill Soulja Boy. He is immortal. His blast only affects him recharging it, so he will still be strong enough to destroy. Yeah, so right. That's true. But I guess we got. What do we take from Homelander at any point being a vulnerable? This is probably the most vulnerable he's been in the series, and Butcher didn't even know it. Like, only Soulja Boy saw him in that state, if I remember correctly, right?
No. Butcher saw him.
Butcher, all right.
Butcher saw him. Yeah, Butcher saw him in that state.
Oh, the thing. So like that's something to be like that's something he should be studying to be like maybe uranium can get him if the V1 doesn't. If the V1 doesn't get to him.
I feel like though. See, and then I feel like the reason, like, because I'm sure someone's going to probably say like, that's case, why didn't Butcher just go and kill Homelander? Look how weak he is. I feel like that's like a temp option. Like, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where it's like you hurt him, but that ain't gonna stay. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he ain't gonna stay there. He ain't gonna stay in that state.
Stay there. And then Homelander is one of those people where it's like you shoot, you better not miss.
You better not miss.
He won't. And that's the thing. He was weak as hell, and he still busted through that door.
Yeah.
And his weekend. So I still wouldn't have messed. You still wouldn't want to mess with that Homelander. Like that weekend Homelander was that he was still stronger than anybody you would ever know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have. Yeah.
So Frenchie says he was not impacted by the spores, basically because of so many drugs that his brain was altered, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's why Soulja Boy wasn't altered. Because he's seen the same the entire way. Maybe Homelander was altered, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But Soulja Boy seemed consistent, in that sense.
Well, no, I mean, Soulja Boy keeps talking about man, so back in the 80s, I used to sniff up all kinds of cocaine and stuff. Yeah. He's I feel like it's just a mixture of both probably the drugs and then just the fact that he's just a lot of stuff just doesn't hurt him, like even mentally, you know what I mean? Like it's just he's like
a vampire, like an old vampire. There's certain things like they just don't hit me the same way, right?
Yeah,
But I thought, but again,
because you look at it, he was very familiar with what was going on when him and Homelander was walking in that woods. And then Homelander was like, "What the hell is this?" And then you saw that look on Soulja Boy's face, like he knew, something. Yeah. So if you knew, you know what I mean. So so he probably either knew that he was probably immune to that, because he used to be part of that team, or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he had history. With said person, and that kind of thing. So
yeah, but to your point, I was waiting for. I was thinking, like, damn, if you got Kamika Huey, Butcher, and Mother's Milk all fighting each other, then damn, like, are we going to get like a? I was thinking like, yo, are we going to get Soldier Boy versus Homelander? I was waiting for that, and I was waiting for like all of them. I was waiting for them to bust through the floor, and then like everyone's just facing off each other, like doing this little point, and then they just.
Yes, I was like, you missed a great opportunity for these two guys to be like, I'm going to kill you. And you can't even say it's the pheromones. Like, again, he loathes his son. You know what I'm saying? Like, with or without the, so like that was easy. And then Homelander, like, again, I don't know if it was the pheromones that got him to be like, fuck you, your brother was better, or he just got tired of being picked on by his dad and he just wanted to get under his skin. Like, we're not really clear about which one was happening. That's what I'm saying in that moment. So I'm just assuming that's why Homelander was going in on his dad as much as he was, in that.
Right. Yeah, because it was affecting him a little bit. Yeah.
I think. People call this filler episode is brain dead. This was an important episode for many reasons going forward. Please explain. I would love to see the many reasons.
No, I thought this episode was important. I mean, it kind of touched on as far as like the different characters the different characters that can be said. I feel like the whole fact that Homelander was weakened, and the fact that you saw Soldier Boy blast his V1 friend as easy as he did and killing him was going to possibly be a callback somehow. And then also I feel like even everything with Sage, you saw the thing with Sage and with her essentially telling Soldier Boy is like, oh yeah, I can't tell you that your son went to find the V1, and then like all this other shit. I was like, oh shit, there's Sage turning on him. You know what I mean?
All right, I think so. Yeah, she was definitely.
And then you got the whole thing. Don't forget the whole God thing. You know what I mean? Where like,
he's ascending. He's like, this is my new calling for that sort of thing. I still say, yes, Sage definitely tried to set father against son. Also, Ryan is up and moving. He flew off, right? You know what I'm saying? So, or he at least left. He left, Butcher. I think he went to go see Zoe. I think they got something going on. I mean, he ain't got too many allies. Exactly. So I feel like he's going to team up with her. They're going to regroup, and they could be like Butcher's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And in that situation, they could be. But I still think he should get. What's up?
Where's what's his face at? The dude, Gustavo.
Edgar.
What the hell? Didn't say something like saying like, oh yeah, he's showing Homelander, blah blah blah, where the V1 is like. I'm thinking, where the hell is he? Did they just throw him in prison or what?
I thought to your point, I thought we're gonna see Homelander come out with bloody hands to be like, well, I know where the V1 is at. So he's still alive. I think some say he's still in the trailer, so there's still scenes for him to be in. But I thought we were definitely gonna get lights out for him at this point. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's interesting that he's still moving. We got the Starlight section should have been in episode 1 of season or season 4. I think you're trying to say.
Yeah, that wasn't really even though they kind of gave you more about Starlight herself or whatnot. That part was filler. I feel like that part really was filler right there.
Yeah.
Even though I get it. I felt like that was just like the creator's way of like trying to deliver a message about like family. Like, you and your family might disagree with each other politically and all this other crap or whatnot, but at the end of the day, y'all are still family. You know what I mean?
All right,
I feel like that was probably like more of like message more than like let me give you like an
development, like character development.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because I don't know if we'll even see these guys again unless I don't know Homelander like dangles her dad like from a roof and be like, give up now. God commands you to.
Right.
Or,
right. I hope that's where they take real quick. And I texted y'all this. They should have committed. So I'm gonna do 2 kind of incestuous things that they should have committed to. All right. Mm-hmm. They should have said that somehow Stormfront is Homelander's mom. Because they made a commitment that, like, again, Soldier Boy did her. Homelander did her, and Soldier Boy seemed concerned about where she was, who she is, that kind of thing, right? And I wanted, and maybe it's coming, and they just haven't done it yet. I need something to be like
you want a Boardwalk Empire scene.
But not on purpose. That's different. That was on purpose. This is more like an Oedipus. This is more an Oedipus issue, right? Like he didn't know it, right? And then he has to pluck out his own eyeballs because he banged his mama. Because I need.
I don't think that would be that. I think and I only say that because Stormfront would have known. Stormfront at least would have known. Like, unless she's unconscious when she got pregnant or something, then just
or
didn't
they
know that
took
she
her
gave birth.
eggs. Supposedly, according to Soldier Boy, he just nutted in a cup. That's what he said. That's his official story. So
yeah, he nutted in the cup. It had to go somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
You're saying that it wasn't. Wait, I thought they said though that Homelander. I thought he was born from an actual woman and they just took the baby, or is he just a test tube baby? Is that what you're saying?
So, season
he's a test tube baby?
Season 1, he was just a test tube baby, and they almost implied that he was like on the first alpha soup or whatever. And as the show goes on, they keep on changing they're retconning this stuff. Now, like Storm, Soldier Boy's his dad, and that's where the semen came from, and da. I wanted more connect. Why are we still talking about Stormfront if that's not his mom? I'm just saying, like,
she's coming back. Oh, she's definitely coming back before the season's over. You know what I mean? You saw that look that he gave that Soldier Boy gave. Say that Soldier Boy gave her. Gave was it Sage she was talking to? Or was it Ashley? One of them basically saying like Stormfront. It's like, wait, Liberty's dead? Like, he's like, that don't make no sense. Like, no, she doesn't commit suicide. And remember what we said? Her body just went missing. Even though, like, yeah, we saw her body really messed up. And it was like they made us think that was it. But I remember when we reviewed that episode, when all of a sudden she was just disappeared. I'm like, where's she at? And then they're like, oh, she's dead. And I was like, could she not film another scene? We all thought that was kind of weird.
All right. So now we're going. Now we're going Darth Vader.
They're gonna do a Rambo because Rambo's coming back. Was it Marie? Marie is going to come back. She's going to do what she did to Godukin. And then
I want. Let's say that note for the end. I'm not interested in Sister Sage or Firecracker this season. I can definitely say I think Firecracker is gonna help, like, garner the Caesar type like revolt against Homelander. I think she has a bigger part to play, but that Caesar thing's gonna come back. And Sister Sage, I said it before. Sister Sage has to have a doomsday plan to get rid of Homelander. And I feel she's going to come up with her own virus, something that's specifically designed for Homelander, if necessary, to take him out. That's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Homelander have made him inside bot.
I think he means that Homelander was made inside bot. I think he's basically saying that
he was a test tube baby
from a mother. I think, is that what you're saying? I think
so. But we got to catch up. That part probably also isn't filler. Her family is definitely going to come back later. It is almost certain. Also, real quick, back to this one. Mm-hmm. It was 100% obvious her stepbrother was going to turn her in as soon as I'm like, why are we acting like this is a surprise? Like, also,
didn't they already do this in like Gen V as well?
They did that X-Men Part 2, and I think they did it with Gen V.
Not just X-Men. No, screw X-Men. Something that was already related to the show Gen V. When the crazy brother, when he went to see his parents.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and then it was his mother or father. One of them like called the cops
to come get him. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? Like, guys, we've seen that from your own show. Like, why y'all doing this again?
It was so obvious. Also, the brother room setup makes no sense. It is 2020 something. This young man has a laptop, and more importantly, he has an iPhone. There is no way he's beating off the posters on the wall. That's not how any of that works. That's what you got electronics for. And number two, he was beating off to his sister. He didn't know that was his sister, but she was the sexiest, youngest member of the seven. She was on that wall until she became. They needed to commit to that.
I feel like he could have done both. I mean, internet cuts out at night. They're like, all right, you're like, people are like, hey, like, turn the laptops off. I better not see a light coming from your phone. Be like, okay, no light from the phone, and then all of a sudden,
and the whole wall. That was some 80s shit, bro. Not 90s. That was some 90s at best. I guess they were trying to do it for us older people, but I'm like. Right. And she was definitely on that wall. It was definitely unnecessary. That part was definitely unnecessary. But let's see. That's part. That is definitely going. That's definitely going to be confirmed. They kept teasing hint for the fans to speculate, probably Vought rising. Barbara told him that last season, probably how he was born. I think they're using Stormfront's name just to get people to watch Vought Rising. That could be it too. They're trying to keep these names in your head so you give a damn. So you can go back and watch her when she was terrible. Stan Edgar is inside Vought. Last season, Huey reconnected with his mother. So they could be just trying to wrap up families and stuff. But in the end, I ain't get anything from point A to point B unless they come back and they're used as pawns somehow. You know what I'm saying? Then okay.
Right. Yeah.
He's just a deadbeat dad. I mean, he just decided, and then he did everything with the son that he didn't do with the daughter. I'm like, we've seen this storyline in I don't know how many shows.
And then did Frenchie, am I mistaken to say that Frenchie and Kimiko, like, they broke up, right? That was them breaking up at the end? Pretty much, yeah.
Yes. Okay. So I feel like she's going to be pregnant. If she don't know it, maybe she don't know it now, but that whole conversation about kids and settling down and shit, I feel like she's pregnant. I just
she should not be pregnant because she keeps getting like thrown everywhere, getting like taught like
sliced in half.
Cut in half. That's not good for the baby.
Her bottom half is pregnant. No, his mother didn't call. They played on our expectations. She was ordering pizza.
She was ordering pizza? Is that what that was? Okay, I'm sorry. If I was wrong, then okay. Oh, so you know what? So maybe they did to JB's point. Maybe I guess with Gen V, what they were probably thinking was like, hey, they're gonna call. They didn't call. And then so now they sent this back. And it's like, see, remember when we said they ain't gonna call? Guess what? They called. Like
breaking up now is unnecessary. It is at the end. I'm not sure what we're solving with this, but I feel like Frenchie's definitely gonna die, unfortunately. I feel like Frenchie's not gonna make it. That goes back to your comment, Johnny, at the beginning. Thank you for posting before we got started. Yeah, I think they need to start knocking off some main characters. They can't hold all the deaths until like the last 2 episodes. Like they need to kind of spread that out so we feel it. So we got time to kind of feel it as the story goes on. But if they just wipe out half the cast in episode 9, I'm gonna be like, they're nah. I mean that's. I mean,
well, yeah, they've taken out a couple like main characters. Like homegirl who was in charge of Vault. You know what I mean? The one who started the whole breast milk thing for yeah. Her, main character, and then obviously we got A-Train. I mean, I wouldn't say he's necessarily like a main character necessarily, but
A-Train,
Stormfront. Stormfront. Let me put Stormfront in parentheses. Storm.
That was. I mean, she was a guest. Let's say alive or not, she was a guest character for a season. Like she's not day one. Like you talking about day one characters, season 1 characters. They're all pretty much there
like
except for Marilyn.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Well, Maeve's alive though. Maeve's alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maeve just retired. So like, if you're gonna knock off Frenchie or probably the Deep or Black Noir, like we need to get to that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If that's what I'm saying. I'm only talking about this season. So no, yeah,
so I guess A-Train then,
yeah, they're kind of slow with it. Nah, if the boy's dying early, I would not go that route. We could lose some of the 7 members in next week's episode. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot on both sides, but yeah, some of the 7 needs to start falling off. Like Firecracker again, unless she's gonna do something significant, can go. Ashley can go.
Ashley can definitely go.
Definitely go. I mean, she's funny, but she's not really relevant, to
she ran her course. I'll just say,
yeah. The whole butt plug sect thing going on. I'm like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure why we got to keep on doing this, bro. And then he
said there ain't a ball gag in the world that will keep me from screaming after you put that thing in my sin pit. I'm like,
I was like, why?
Why? What the hell was that?
Why are we doing this, bro? Like, we got other things we could be doing with this show. And that's what I say. This at the end, where is Marie and the rest of the Gen V crew who don't have a show to come back to?
They are coming. They are coming this season.
But I'm saying when they filmed this, they probably thought Gen V was going to get a season 3. So, like, they probably don't have as much as a role they would have had if this was the last for both set of characters. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm very concerned that they're gonna have a very small part because this is The Boys, and then they're gonna try to hold the rest of it for a season that's not coming. That's what I'm saying.
A season that's not coming. Well, yeah. Well, wasn't that already kind of announced already that they weren't?
No, they got canceled this week. No.
Huh?
No, they got canceled this week. Like Gen V got canceled this week. So I'm like, so there's not going to be a season.
What? Really? I thought. Okay.
Yes.
I thought after they wrapped up season 2, especially how season 2 ended, I thought that was it. I thought that's why they were even bringing them into The Boys, because it was like, because it's not like they're not in school anymore. So it's not. So where else would they go? Like,
but I mean, to both of our points, then they should have canceled it in season 2. Like they were like
no. That's what I thought. Are you telling me? So it wasn't canceled then?
No, they just announced that. No.
So they were planning on doing a season 3 somehow.
It wasn't canceled till now, is what I'm saying. Like if they would do that, they would have, as they were filming, they would have been like, this is the last season, and now we're moving on. You know, like they would have said that we're wrapping this up so we can get everybody into The Boys. That's why I thought.
See, you know what? The way it ended though, like them kind of turned like rebels and whatnot. That's how you should end it anyway. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm good. Okay, I'm happy that they formally announced that, because it should end the way it ended.
It did. You know There's no way for them to go after that. Ashley is surviving. She will be president when Homelander dies. All right. Mother's Milk has to be a soup. That's right. That's right. He did get shot.
In the comics, he is a soup. You know, so you know.
Oh, because I was like, he doesn't mention that he got shot like 2 or 3 times in the back.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? And he just got up. I'm like, we're not going to talk about this. I was like, I was confused.
He got that rock waller in him, man. He was listening to Red Man, Method Man. I mean, that was, so,
I was very concerned about him. Building up Mary was unnecessary then. Right. But Marie, excuse me, Marie. They did too much. They did too much in season 2, bro. Because I was like, she's not the savior nor the big weapon that's taken down.
Like she's the opposite. She is the yin to Homelander's yang. Like she is literally the polar. That's what they said. They says Homelander. It says we all thought Homelander was a savior, but it's really you. So no, that's what they said. I'm not saying I agree.
No, I know. I'm saying I hear you, but I feel like her at this point, her ability to control blood, right? Like to the level that she was able to bring her sister back. You know, like she's probably the best blood expert or something. Let's say she pulls the V1 out of Homelander.
It wouldn't be V1. It would be V1 out of Soldier Boy, since he has it. You're talking about the first gen. You're talking about the first gen.
No. But
you're literally talking about
Homelander's going to get Gen V. I'm saying what I thought was good. So I think you didn't see you see the trailer where like his eyes are like blasting, like all.
No spoilers. No.
Gen V 2 didn't get good viewership. Season 2 was kind of off. I'm not gonna lie.
They had to make stuff up because Homeboy passed away, unfortunately. So there's like some things they had to do some rewrites and stuff like that. So it already kind of fell off from the jump, and then they had to they didn't want to be disrespectful to him, so they had to kind of push some stuff in with his father and stuff. You know what I mean? So that's why it definitely fell off. But it had its moments though. I definitely think it had its moments.
I just felt like it was too messagey. Like also, like I felt the same. So the same way I felt about Gen V, maybe because I'm older, it's the same way I felt about like Star Trek Academy. Mm-hmm. Like I like the universe, but I'm not trying to see teens go through teen shit or young adults do young adult stuff. It's not that's not my age, so I really don't give a damn. And it was a lot of that kind of stuff. But anyway, I think the only thing Marie can do, dare I say, realistically, is that somehow she can control or pull out the V1 out of him and make him vulnerable. She's not blowing his head off or anything. Like that's not happening.
Speaking of doing stuff for the much older crowd, what do you think about the whole young man not knowing what the hell Empire Strikes Back is and just saying it's like Empire Strikes Back? No, I ain't see that movie. No, you had me watch Star Wars, and then I had to rewind it because I was like, oh, I definitely heard that wrong because I was like doing other stuff. I'm like, I was like, oh, that's right. He's just a 17-year-old twat. Like,
yeah. I mean, I was like, and it's like spoiler, but also I was like, those are Disney shows. I was surprised they even brought that up in the first place. But I think she will play a part. She's like their secret weapon. The blood. It has to be something blood related, and you can get V out of you.
I mean, to your point though,
May prove it.
What's her face hat? What's her face? Well, had blood powers too. The one that was running for Congress, or what's her name? The friend of Huey.
Yes,
Newman. Yeah, she was a blood expert. You know,
far better
than
Marie. So I said this plenty of times. I did not understand how they did that with Marie. Like, she was the first ever to control blood. I was like, she is not. Hold up, Newman. Is it Victoria?
And then homegirl,
Victoria Newman,
the ball girl, the one who died this past episode.
So she could control more than blood. Like, she was breaking down the metal. You know what I'm saying? I was like, word.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she was. Yeah. Victoria was like savage with that shit. Like I saw a reel when she killed everybody at the congressional hearing, just popping heads like all over the place. Far more savage than Marie. So I didn't understand how Kadokin thought she's the alpha,
because she can also heal people. She saved her own. She like kind of brought her sister pretty much back from the dead, seemingly. She can actually, she can pop people's heads, but it looks like she can actually like make them freaking levitate and fly. She can, I guess what she made herself fly pretty much, and then she made her blood. I would say if she focused enough, she would be. That's probably why they said that she's probably better than Newman, because Newman seemed like she can only do one thing with the blood. You know what I mean? And that's just like you can't do anything else with it. Like Marie was like, by the end of the season, she knew how to she flew, you know, and she used it to a freaking lasso. She turned into a lasso, and then like whipping niggas with the lasso blood, and then putting blood back inside of people. I'm like, I was like, what the world?
I feel like it was like Magneto in X-Men 2, right? When he pulled the iron out of that guy, right?
Yeah,
like it's like, how's he, right? And that's like, it's like I can control the principle of it, right? So I can control anything that has it. And again, maybe, but I'm like, they need to be more into this season so we can feel that they're relevant. I don't need them to be the last weapon in the last 2 episodes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it'll be dope. You know, no joke. I could see if it was like Ryan, if it was like a tag team match, and it's like Ryan and Marie going against Homelander or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's mostly Ryan and then a home like
mostly Ryan. No. But seriously, let's go down that route, right? So the big weapons are Ryan and Marie. Again, if she can control the blood of Homelander from a distance that he don't know that she's doing it. The thing is, when he ran up on Victoria, he knew what she could do and he was facing her. He's like, you even try it and I'm busting your head right now. So she's good from a distance. Like they're good when he's like, what the fuck is happening? You know, but he's a bloodhound. Like he can smell anything. You know what I'm saying? So he probably could be like, I smell Marie, and then go get her or some wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't get how the nose works. It's really weird. Like
his nose works. What do you mean? Oh, because he said that little thing to fire.
He's done that a few times. No, he's done that a few times. He's like, he smells people and be like,
who else did he do that to? And then was it like someone that he kind of really knew? Because like I will say there are people that you know, like for example, I'll say my wife, for example, I can tell when my wife's around because like she has a scent like there's a scent.
I know I've been there. Just I know what you mean. Like there's like there's a perfume or something, and like when it hits you, you're like so and so's around, right? Like you can, but I'm like he's taking it to the level where he's a superhero, right? But the way he can feel heartbeat and somehow be like that. He's done that with smells. So anyway, I'm just saying I'd be interested how far they go with that, and they try to find her. Something. They built her up like she was almost definitely do something. The Homelander's downfall. It's not going to be Jordan, I tell you that. You know, say or that white dude. You know, the old girl's boyfriend. How do you feel about Deep and Black Noir? I don't give a fuck right now about the Deep. Like they're already getting on my nerves. Like Black Noir should kill Deep at this.
At one point, I love the whole chemistry they had, like the first couple seasons, and then I'm getting annoyed too. I'm getting a little annoyed. I mean, I know that I guess it's just to show how in disarray the 7 is. You know what I mean? But I don't care that. Unless it amounts to one of them basically beating and killing the other one because of this. Like that's the only thing I could probably think of. It's like Black Noir is like up so pissed off at the Deep for like messing up his method into not speaking, and it's to the point where he's like, screw this, and then he just punches a hole in the Deep or something like that.
Something
outside of that, I don't care about the podcast. I understand what they're trying to do because it's like the whole Manosphere thing. It's what they're trying to do, like a Fresh and Fit / Tate Brothers. You know what I mean? You know, because they're talking about like how to hold in your semen and stuff. I'm like,
yeah, the fuck.
I was like, oh, this is some Manosphere red pill shit. Okay. I was like,
I saw the brothers poster, Men Lives Matter, and I was like,
I missed that. That was in the background.
Yeah. It was in the back. He had the Men Lives Matter poster. A lot of retcons. So a lot of recons. We got Ryan, Butcher, Marie, and Starlight could take that. Starlight is not even on the list. Starlight is useless. She's a big flashlight.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I disagree. The other three, yes. The first three you got there, yes. The first three
would put Jordan
work together, but the problem is Butcher just goes rogue, and he will use you. He will throw you in front if it means that there's a way he can get to you. So he would definitely do that to Marie. He'll hesitate probably with Ryan. He'll be like, say it might get the mate's leg. You know what I mean? Well, he got another one. You're like, you know what I mean? Like he wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, but no, I'm sorry. Starlight or their lights.
That's.
I mean, I guess to your point, Johnny. I guess he could do like a solar flare. Starlight can come in, blind him, and then boom, he can't see shit, and then they just like what just
was
like against him, like while he's blind and shit.
That's what they did in episode 1. That's exactly what they did in episode 1. Starlight blinded Homelander, and that's how they were able to escape the concentration camp or whatever. Mm-hmm. But she ain't got Jordan would be better again. The tall dude with the suit, I don't think his name, but the Gen V white dude, like he would be better. Like he could do something.
Oh, you said Jordan?
At least
Jordan is strong. See, but here's the deal: Starlight's strong. Now, granted, if you say like strength-wise, who's stronger than Jordan or Starlight? Jordan's stronger than Starlight, but Starlight at least can fly, right? Yes.
So that's what Johnny said. That's what Sam. Thank you, Sam.
That's a lot.
Sam is stronger than all of the kids.
Right, right. No. Sam is like the human Hulk. He is the Incredible Hulk in human form. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'll give you that. Yes, Sam could definitely do that. But Starlight, no. I mean, as much as I love Kimiko, no. You know what I mean?
Kimiko get handed.
Nah. But real quick, if Marie focuses herself, then absolutely. I think Marie will be a fucking problem. If Marie was not so unsure about herself, she could absolutely destroy all of them. Actually, I would say,
Jordan, Homelander kills Jordan, and Marie loses it. That you gotta she it has to that level of emotion, and I think she'll take it to Homelander. I think that's when she'll be a real problem because that rage will be there. I think that will be the moment because they all can't walk away from this. So
that's true. Like, unfortunately, with this show though, they're not going to make a character from Gen V that maybe some people saw and some people wouldn't, be the one to kill Homelander. They're not going to do that. They're going to have, not to mention they haven't even showed her yet. Like to your point, they haven't showed. We're almost halfway through the season and she hasn't showed up yet. So you know what I mean? It's like,
well, then this is.
Go ahead.
It is The Boys, so I see why. Yeah, they're not doing it because balancing The Boys of the 7 and Gen V cast. Yeah, that's a lot. That's much. And Gen G cast got to be like how The Boys show up. Yeah, on Gen V. So, but again, they showed up limited because they had another season of their own show. Like, so it was the last almost like post-credit scene and that kind of stuff. And I get your point. Mm-hmm. But at the time, I think they thought when they filmed this season, they thought Gen V had at least one more season. But if they knew up front this last season 2 was it, they would put all their cards into this so they could write them off with a fair ending, either good or bad. But you wouldn't feel bad about not seeing them again. That's what I'm saying. You would know that their stories have come to a conclusion. That's what I'm saying. And I don't think we're going to get that at this point with the Gen V character.
No, I mean possibly maybe the other spinoff, the one that's supposed to be based in Mexico, possibly. I don't know. You know what I mean? Since they're on the run, We could have had that modern day, right? That's supposed to be modern day, but just
so maybe they're like, we're gonna consolidate who's left, and that's Mexico, right? Like that would be something. So like Marie and crew. So also, and I talked about it last week with Ryan and like and Zoe and like the younger Soups who would like probably look up to Marie, you know what I'm saying, as the older, you know, college age, as they're probably like, you know, high school at best, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be an interesting way to do that. You know what I'm saying? To be like, oh, and then they could kind of consolidate and be like, so Ryan has a future, you know what I'm saying? Like who from the boys do you think makes it to the spinoff? The future Mexico's, if any.
You mean as far as being a regular or just like doing cameos? What are we talking
cameo.
about as far as
I'll be regular because the regular
Starlight, definitely. Who else? Okay, and you said okay, and you're talking about the Mexico show, not
not the prequel. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I don't. Okay, it's Starlight. Possibly, maybe Mother's Milk in the sense that, like, you know, because he's supposed to be like one of the characters to like really supposed to help other teams to kind of get their shit together. You know what I mean? He's like, so maybe him if he survives all of this, and then yeah, him. I
got nobody.
You got nobody.
They all because
everyone else is so expendable. Everyone else, like, I don't, you know, I'm not. I mean, I even hesitate even saying Huey. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I don't even know about him. But yeah,
I feel like
I'll be shocked. I'll be so shocked if Butcher walks out of this alive. No. You know, I mean, but to your point, maybe Ryan. Then I mean, if they do if they continue this thing with Ryan, possibly.
They're young enough to have a future. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think Butcher wants to die at some point. He just wants to make sure Homelander goes with him. Like, I think he's completely okay with dying if it means Homelander's downfall. So I don't see him. How would you feel if Mother's Milk and Frenchie take the Temp B? I don't know if they have anymore, but that's the only thing that would make sense. And maybe that's what happened. That's how Mother's Milk took those bullets. But that needs to be addressed. That really does need to be addressed. Because I thought I missed it. I thought it was crazy. Like, he didn't get shot. And I saw him get shot in the shoulder a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, I do find it interesting they call him Mother's Milk and not even really get into the full background of why they call him Mother's Milk. Unless they said it and they just made something up. But the comic book is this obviously comic book version is always like ridiculous of why, you know. But Mother's Milk is called Mother's Milk is because his mother used to work at a factory for dog food, they make dog food and stuff, and some like Compound V got into like some of the got into the air or whatnot, and she inhaled it. She inhaled all of this. This is years ago, like years before like he was born, and then it like made her like grow, like her breast got humongous. So then she got birth to like both her boys, and then they used to like drink on her milk, big old titty milk or whatever, and then his brother got the Compound V, but he died early because he accidentally crushed his own head because of, you know, he became a Soup, and then he got, you know, and then he became a Soup as well, and that's where the name Mother's Milk came from, because he kept drinking that milk, he kept drinking his mom's milk, you know what I mean, because of that, you know. So, because he, you know, because the thing with humongous. So
we're going to find out why he's Mother's Milk in a future episode. We're going to find out how Butcher got the got the scar too. All right, so you know
that would be awesome if they revealed that he was secretly a Soup, but then it would also be some bullshit if they do this crap. It would be an awesome reveal that he's a Soup, and then also some BS where it's like, okay, season 2, why didn't you, like, you know what I mean? All this other stuff, you know.
You're gonna be like, there's a lot of retcon stuff, and you're gonna be like, this doesn't make sense. Kirk said that they will show up again, so another show unannounced, or the boys Mexico.
Yeah.
It's just they're great characters. They don't do a lot of flashbacks per se, so it could be like This Is Us, where like you see some of these characters in flashbacks. I feel so.
Or Maeve, you know what? Maeve, I'll be okay even seeing Maeve come back.
To what? All right.
No, not in this show. I'm talking about like in Mexico or whatever. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe that's where she retreated to.
Perhaps maybe her and her girlfriend retired. I mean, that's something. I would like to. So I mentioned again, interested in Mexico, not really interested in Vought Rising. And I just don't know if they're gonna how much they're gonna branch off and just start making random shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then does it kill the franchise because it's just too much? It's oversaturation. You know what I'm saying of the market. You know what I'm saying?
Like Walking Dead in a way.
Yeah, like you just like this is a bit much. Do you want to see Frenchie and Kimiko reconnect? No. I just
I don't really care anymore too. And I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I love Kimiko's character. I kind of agree with Butcher. I liked her better when she wasn't talking. It's just the stuff she brings up is just at times so random, you know. And no disrespect to the actress. I think she's amazing. I think she's incredible.
It's the writing. It's the writing.
It's just the stuff they write for her. I'm just like, I don't know. And then the funny thing is when she signs and whatnot, she signs like some deep shit. Like when she just used sign language. Now that you guys giving her a voice, she says the most random shit. And it was like, no, take her voice, do the whole like Little Mermaid, take her voice away, and then like then you get some real stuff.
Chris, you know what? I took it to Bumblebee. I thought that they were gonna take her voice away, and then
like she use like music and then play some music.
It's like she was gonna have to go back to signing.
That would be too expensive.
I thought they were gonna have to go back to signing because like they like somewhere they don't know feedback from the views because it's already recorded. But I thought they're gonna be like, she's more adorable when all she does is sign. Like she's deeper, like you know what I'm saying. So that's what I thought was gonna happen this episode. Because I was like, my friend says she and other characters talk like TikTok videos, like just random stuff. Like this room smells like Axe fucked, Old Spice, in the gym. What is that? What the fuck are you talking about? And it's like her, like you said, her dialogue is just like random vulgarness for no reason. Like she's never spoken before, you know what I'm saying, or something. And I'm like, I swear to God, it was the Gen V that made her stop speaking. Like I figured she was able to speak with her brother, like when we met her in season 1. Like there was a time when she knew how to talk. Like I felt like that was a thing. Like when her village got wiped out or something, like she could talk. And then the group that they got in.
Oh no, but when she killed that girl, she it was like she made a vow to not speak or whatever because she made those atrocities. Yeah.
But even to the point, that's a choice. It wasn't like she never spoke before. And I'm saying this is her first time having vocals. You know what I'm saying? So like hopefully we get Queen Maeve in an episode. She had a good arc. I just feel like it would take away from her ending if she just randomly showed up for no reason.
I mean, well, it depends though. To Johnny's point, if this is the end of Homelander, it would be awesome at least if Maeve had something to do with it, because Maeve is where she's at, like in a terrible situation because of Homelander. And didn't Homelander at one point, even though like they were at one point a couple whatnot, didn't he also like assault her, or she alluded that he at one point assaulted her?
Yeah. Or it wasn't. I mean, she had no choice in the relationship. Like she met also she's lesbian, so this
right.
You know what I'm saying? But like she had to be in it, and he was like trying to force her. Yeah, to your point.
I mean, Johnny, to your point, if Homelander actually dies, you know, I mean, it would be great that. I mean, not necessarily not to have her like do like the finishing blow, you know, or anything like that, but just having her to be part of that, you know what I mean? You know, rather than, you know, I don't know. I mean, you know,
I know.
I'm with you. I don't know if she should be in the show at all. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. If she was there to post death, to your point, post that like the victory march or whatever, and she's able to be there to be like, you know, we did this for you and that kind of thing. No, that kind of wraps up the series. That's what I'm saying. But it has to be a little bit more heroic because she basically sacrificed herself and her powers to take down Soldier Boy, because that's how she got the bees shot out of her. Really, So Kimiko has some great lines this episode only because she was able to talk to Frenchie and acknowledge that, you know, we're not where we used to be, and it's okay. Like we can be friends and we can move on. But it's nice that they were there to say that instead of sign it all. So it was a very sincere moment. We got to wrap this up real quick. I think Vought Rising is going to be great. Soldier Boy is he is charismatic, adding to adding to that with his past and trauma. And Stormfront as a character you love to hate. as their leading is as leads is interesting. But the thing is, they're both terrible people. Like they're Homelanders. It's like you to watch something like that, they need to be sympathetic, like and somebody you want to root for. And that's not who they are, which means they have to create another version of the boys to fight them or something, and it's not going to work out. Like we already know that. So that's why I think it would be disrespect to their characters to make them good people, just so we want to root for them every week. I think that'd be kind of weird. A movie I think would be fine. I don't know about a series. I think a nice movie would be good enough to do what that's just me. So she stopped talking when she was young, when they killed her parents. Yeah. So it's been like 20 years. So like I just remember she talked at one point, and it was a choice. It was a choice for her to stop. But anyway, last words before we say till next time.
I mean, no, guys. Just check it out. I mean, I thought it was good. I know that some people think it's a filler, but it's it had filler elements in it, but for the most part, I thought it gave some really crucial information that's going to definitely come back. So, just like I feel like even Invincible is another show where people say there's fillers, and I think there's really much fillers in that. Oh, I take that back. That Hell episode I think was a filler. But anyway, sorry. I'm sorry. We just jumped shows, but no, that's pretty much it. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, everybody. So,
are you coming back for Imperfect Women, or am I going to see it tomorrow?
I did not see that, so hopefully you get to see me tomorrow. So I gotta make sure that Julian's all right. He's teething now, so he's become more irritable. So
yeah,
so we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna try to come back for Chrome. So
the link is always 5, right? Yeah. I'm trying to be consistent. Yeah. So 5 for that, and then what we're doing? We're gonna do the Tubi movie after that. Okay. All Hail Godlander. I like that. All right, bro. I'll see you when I see you. So anyway, guys, thank you guys very much. We got Tyler Perry coming up, and then we got Imperfect Women coming up after that. So we will see you when we see you soon. I will say thank you guys very much for hanging out with us. I see people watching people in the chat.
I enjoy The View.
I don't know what the fuck I was watching.
Rewatch this when we're done. Rewatch this. You'll see what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
You want to go there?
Oh shit. Stacey, do your thing.
Fuck that shit.
But anyway, please like and share and comment on the video and all that kinds of stuff. As they say, we're just going to end this broadcast and say bye.